I'm honored to share my thoughts, experiences, and stories with such an enthusiastic group. I've built a few things in my life, some oil rigs, a telecom network, and yes, even a few dreams, but nothing excites me more than speaking to young minds like yours. Why? Because you're full of the most powerful resource in the world, dreams. We're here to talk about dreaming big, a concept that is so simple yet so profound. In a world where people constantly try to fit into boxes and follow set paths, dreaming big is often the first step towards creating something extraordinary. Now you may be thinking, Mukesh, of course it's easy for you to say dream big. You've got everything. But I'm here to tell you, my journey wasn't always as smooth as it may seem. In fact, if I hadn't dared to dream big, Reliance might not even exist today. Why dream small when dreaming big is free? Let me start with a question. Why dream small when dreaming big is free? Think about it. What's stopping you from dreaming bigger than anyone else around you? Society, family expectations, fear of failure? The truth is, none of these are real obstacles unless you let them be. When you're young, the whole world seems to weigh in on your choices. People tell you to be realistic or play it safe. But I'm here to say, playing it safe is the most dangerous thing you can do. When my father, Dhirubhai Ambani, first started Reliance, he didn't dream small. He didn't think, I just want to own a little company in Mumbai. No, he thought, how can I change the face of Indian industry? How can I create an enterprise that touches every part of the economy? That was a big dream. And trust me, back in those days, when you were dreaming big in India, people thought you were crazy. But that's the magic of it. Dreaming big is supposed to make you look a little crazy because you're thinking beyond the limitations of what everyone else sees. When I took over Reliance, I had the same mindset. I wasn't thinking, let's just maintain what we have. No, I wanted to grow it, to expand into industries that people said we couldn't. I wanted to make Reliance not just an Indian company, but a global force. And I knew that to achieve this, I needed to dream bigger than anyone else. The birth of Reliance Jio, a dream bigger than telecom. One of my biggest dreams was Reliance Jio. Now, let's rewind a little bit to when I was first conceptualizing Jio. People told me I was nuts. Why would a company primarily in oil and petrochemicals want to get into telecom? And not just telecom, but data? Back then, data was expensive, slow, and unreliable. If you said you wanted to give 1.3 billion Indians high-speed internet at almost no cost, you would be laughed out of every boardroom. But I didn't care. I wasn't building just a telecom network. I was building a bridge to the future. My dream was to democratize the internet in India, to put the power of information and opportunity into the hands of every Indian, from the largest cities to the smallest villages. And here's the thing, when you dream big, you can't do it alone. You need to inspire others to join your dream. You need to build a team that shares your vision and is as excited as you are about the potential. We faced countless challenges. There were skeptics, there were failures, and yes, there were moments of doubt. But the power of a big dream isn't that it's easy, it's that it pulls you through the tough times. That's what makes it big. It gives you the resilience to push forward when everything around you says to stop. Today, Reliance Jio has transformed India's digital landscape. But more importantly, it has made India dream bigger. Jio wasn't just about profit, it was about changing lives. And that's the key to dreaming big. It's not about you, it's about creating something larger than yourself. Dreaming big is not just for the privileged. Now, I want to address a misconception. People think you need resources to dream big. They believe you need money, connections, and all sorts of privileges to have grand visions. But that's simply not true. Big dreams are born in the mind, not the bank account. My father started Reliance with almost nothing but a dream. He used to say, if you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to help build theirs. Dreams are equal opportunity employers. Whether you're born in a village or a city, whether you have a degree from a top university or no degree at all, your ability to dream big is unlimited. The problem is, we often let our environment dictate the size of our dreams. People around us, the society, our upbringing, all of these factors can make us shrink our dreams to fit into the real world. But let me tell you this, the real world is built by those who dare to dream outside of it. The real risk is not dreaming big enough. When I was launching Geo, many people told me it was a huge risk. They said it could fail spectacularly and that I was putting too much on the line. But here's what I want you to understand. The real risk in life is not dreaming big, it's dreaming too small. Think about it. If you aim for something small and fail, what do you get? Not much. But if you aim for something enormous and fail, you still achieve far more than if you had aimed low. It's like shooting for the moon. If you miss, you'll still land among the stars. When you dream big, failure is part of the journey. It's inevitable, but every failure brings you one step closer to success. Take my own journey as an example. I faced many challenges. Some projects didn't work out, some ideas didn't take off. But each of those failures was a lesson, a stepping stone toward achieving something greater. Failure is the price you pay for dreaming big. Funny thing about big dreams. You know what's funny? When you dream big, people will look at you like you've lost your mind. It's like when you tell someone your dream and they give you that polite smile, the one that says, "Oh, that's cute." I remember when I first discussed my vision for Geo with some colleagues. The look on their faces was priceless. It was as if I had just announced I was planning to build a rocket to Mars from my backyard. And in India, when you dream too big, there's always that one relative who will come up to you and say, "Beta, are you sure? Maybe you should just take a government job." Because there's nothing safer than a government job. But let me tell you, dreaming big makes life exciting. The bigger your dream, the more adrenaline rushes through your veins every morning. It's like you wake up with a purpose that's so massive, so overwhelming, that you don't have time to think about failure. You're too busy building something that can change the world. Now, let's get real for a second. Dreaming big is just the first step. The next step, and this is where a lot of people get stuck, is execution. You can dream all you want, but if you don't wake up and get to work, that dream stays a dream. As they say, dreams without action are just fantasies. When we were building Geo, there were days when the dream felt impossible. We were laying thousands of kilometers of fiber optic cables across India. Every day presented a new challenge, whether it was technical, logistical, or financial. But the dream kept us going. The dream pulled us out of bed every morning, got us into the trenches, and made us solve problems that seemed unsolvable. This is what I want you to understand. Big dreams require big action. If you dream of building the next tech giant or transforming an industry, you have to be willing to put in the work. And that work isn't glamorous. It's late nights, early mornings, and solving problems no one else wants to tackle. But that's how big dreams become reality. Here's another important lesson. You can't achieve big dreams alone. One of the greatest myths of entrepreneurship is the idea of the lone genius who changes the world by themselves. The reality is, every big dream requires a team of people who share your vision. When we were building Geo, I wasn't the only one dreaming. I surrounded myself with people who were just as passionate, just as committed to the vision. And here's the thing about a big dream, it's contagious. When you believe in something so strongly, you can inspire others to believe in it too. Find people who complement your strengths and compensate for your weaknesses. Because let me tell you, I may know a lot about business, but I don't know everything. I needed engineers, marketers, strategists, and all kinds of brilliant minds to make Geo a reality. Stay humble, but don't be afraid to dream bigger than anyone else. One thing my father always taught me was to stay humble. No matter how big your dream is, no matter how successful you become, never lose sight of where you came from. At the same time, never let anyone tell you that your dream is too big. There's no such thing. When I look at where Reliance is today, I realize that we didn't get here by dreaming small. We got here by pushing boundaries, by constantly asking, what's next? What more can we do? We're never satisfied with the status quo. We're always thinking about how we can make things bigger, better, and more impactful. But through all this, We remain grounded in our values. We remember that a dream is only worth pursuing if it benefits others, if it creates value for society, and if it leaves a positive impact on the world. Your dream is your legacy. At the end of the day, your dream is your legacy. It's what you leave behind when you're gone. When I think about the future, I don't just think about profits or market share. I think about how Reliance can continue to touch lives, how it can continue to inspire future generations to dream bigger than I ever did. Your dream should be bigger than yourself. It should be something that outlives you, something that continues to grow even after you're gone. That's the power of a big dream. It doesn't end with you. It starts with you. As I stand here today, I want you to remember one thing. Dreaming big is not a luxury. It's a necessity. In a world that's changing faster than ever, where technology is evolving, industries are being disrupted, and new opportunities are emerging every day, the only way to stay ahead is to dream bigger than anyone else. Dreaming big will set you apart. It will give you the courage to take risks, the resilience to overcome failures, and the drive to keep pushing forward even when the odds are stacked against you. So, my message to you is simple. Dream big. Dream so big that it scares you. Dream so big that people laugh at you, because those who laugh today will admire you tomorrow. Thank you. Dream big, work hard, and never stop believing in the power of your dreams. As you leave here today, remember that your dream is waiting for you. It's out there, waiting for you to grab it, to nurture it, and to make it a reality. Don't let anyone tell you it's impossible. Don't let anyone make you feel small for dreaming big. The world is yours. Now go out there and claim it. Thank you.